with his really cool company called Hauntpages. So you're a new exhibitor, welcome.
Thank you.
So what is Hauntpages? Because that's what we're really here to talk about.
Hauntpages is what we're trying to do is be the yellow pages of haunt vendors, so that haunters can go there, find companies in what they're looking for. You know, you may be looking for masks, so you can go on our website, click on our masks section, and then see that, you know, we have latex mask vendors, silicone mask vendors, resin mask vendors, you know, the ones that do burlap.
Okay.
And what's nice is it's broken down in a website that has subsections. So if you're only looking for latex masks, that's all you're going to see when you go to that section. You're not going to see masks that maybe not pertain to you or outside your price point. And the same thing with makeup, costumes.
Yeah.
You know, if you're looking for business help, you know, you're looking for someone to help you design a haunted house. Maybe you're new to the industry. You know, you want to build a haunted house, but you don't know where to start. You know, there's all kinds of companies that can help you with that, or even just, you know, your marketing plan and things of that nature.
So how did you come up with the need? Like, how did you figure out there was this need?
Well, you know, we have all these different, you know, conventions that we go to. You know, you have Hauntcon where we're at today, Trans World, Midwest Haunters. There's the new one in Ohio. You know, you're going to go to these conventions and you're going to be overwhelmed by the amount of things you're going to see. You know, you can take all these magazines back, but that's going to get overwhelming. If you flew, you probably can't take them all with you because it's going to it'd be a whole nother luggage.
Sure.
So what helps is, you know, our minds are set where we remember things like images and things like that. So maybe you may not remember exactly what that company's name is, but as you're searching through, you may come across that image like, oh yeah, I saw that company. That was really cool. And so it's a chance for, you know, you to find those companies again. But also, you know, these companies are here. They want to make money. You know, this is what they're doing. Some of it's what they do for a living. That's all they do. And so the idea is to also connect the haunter back to the haunt vendor, so that they can find vendors, even if it's the big companies that, you know, they rule the roost, so to speak. They're the companies you know of, to the new budding companies that are trying to become that next big name. And what's nice about it is all our listings are in alphabetical order.
Okay.
So even if you're the little guy, you know, if you're the first letter in the alphabet, you're going to be above all those other companies, and you have a chance to be seen by someone who may not initially be looking for you, but may find your product and be like, you know what, that's awesome. I want that in my haunted house.
So this is a website only?
Yes, website only.
So this to me sounds almost like an insurmountable task, right? I mean, we're here at the Halloween and Party Expo. There are so many vendors, and there are so many new vendors coming up all the time. How do you keep up with finding out the new vendors, finding out what they're about, all of the contact information or websites? How do you keep up with the mass amount of new people into the industry?
Well, I mean, one way is, you know, we have all the different Facebook pages that exist. You know, the latex mask industry page, you have Hunters Hangout, all those different pages, and, you know, we're on all those. So we're looking, and anytime we see a new company, someone mentioned, maybe they just have an Etsy store. We see it, it's like, hey, you know, check out Hauntpages. It's free to be on there, and it's free advertising. So
it is free to be on there.
Yes, it's completely free to be on the website, whether you're a haunter or a vendor. Obviously, yes, we have paid for advertising.
Sure.
But that's not the main goal. The goal is to make sure that people are finding what they need. We're haunters. We have a haunted house as well. And so, you know, it's a resource for us as well. You know, these are companies that we can go to when we need things.
What does so, you know, you said you're thumbing through Haunters Hangout, you're doing all of this. What does is it just you that's going through this, or do you have a team? How many people are involved in this recon?
There's about 3 or 4 of us that mainly work on it. I mean, we're all part of the same group. We all work on the haunted house together. We have a production line as well.
Okay.
Where we do costumes and masks. So, you know, it's kind of a part of a larger entity that we exist in. But there's about 3 or 4 of us that mainly work on it. And then we have help from others as well that are in our group.
What is your hope for Hauntpages as a whole?
You know, we want it to be where people go. You know, obviously we still want people to come to the conventions because, you know, that's how you're going to get your initial, you know, feel for things.
You can see the product, you can hold it.
And for most people, you know, you need that tangible thing. I know for me, you know, if I'm looking for like a costume piece for my character, I've got to see it, I got to touch it. I can look at a picture like, oh, that's cool, but if I can't see it, that
feel
doesn't
how heavy
totally
it is,
work for
or
me.
right.
But what we want Hauntpages to be is your way to find people that can help you, but also be that first stop on your journey, so that, you know, you can find these companies and then get connected with them. So hopefully you can find the products that you need, and make your event the best it can be.
Okay. So, as a first-time exhibitor here at Hauntcon and the Halloween Party Expo, what has your experience been like here?
It's been neat. This is different from other conventions we've been to because when you go to like Trans World, that's just haunted house stuff,
Right.
Haunted attraction stuff. What's neat about this is it's given us some ideas and things for our own attraction, and has gotten us connected with vendors that we may not normally get to meet, and that you're not going to find on Haunters Hangout. There's a lot of these. There are many wholesale ones that may not fit into that mold, but that also can help us from the Haunter side because we can order things that we need. But also, we're getting to make connections and, find other companies that we're not going to see because some of these companies may not come to these other conventions up north.
Right.
This may be their bread and butter. They stay here.
Okay.
So getting to come here has been a great experience because we've met a lot of new people that we wouldn't have met before. And it's also helped us meet haunters that we wouldn't have probably met at some of those trade shows that maybe it's outside their budget to travel so far.
Sure.
So it's a new niche market for us to meet and get people to know the name.
Okay, so aside from the team that does the recon on Facebook and things like that, if I am a vendor or an Etsy store that wants to be proactive in joining your haunt pages, how would I go about doing that?
You just got to go to hauntpages.com. We have a section currently titled Vendors.
Okay.
It has a drop down that says Add Your Business. Fill out the form. What we really want with our pages, we initially started off, we were creating them and trying to figure out, okay, what do these people do? Which was very tedious.
Sure.
But now we've got it to where we want the vendors to sign themselves up.
Right.
And we want you to tell us, what do you do? Because we want to make sure that we put you in all those sections. Whether you may make different types of masks. You may make latex. You may make resin. You may even make silicone. If you belong in all those spots, we want you to be there.
Okay.
But we also want you to tell us about you. We want you to tell us what you want people to know about. So you're filling out all your information, how we contact you, what you're all about, so your kind of little blurb, your story that's going to be on the page. And then also you're going to send us your logo. You can do all that right there.
Got it.
And then we get the page up. And what we like to do is, with our Facebook page, we always mention every vendor that joins.
Okay.
So as soon as their page is live, usually, we have an order, obviously. We try to do one vendor each time. We don't want to do this one and then like 10 minutes later say, oh yeah, this guy
You want
joined.
everyone to have their moment.
Right. We want them to have their moment in the sun. And so we make sure no matter what, everybody gets that little bit of free advertising right off the get-go.
Okay.
But also with our newsletter, if somebody fits into what we're doing for that month, because we do a monthly newsletter to our subscribers.
Okay.
We make sure to, add different vendors. They may not be and paid for advertisement, but if they fit into something that we're talking about, we're going to highlight that.
Okay, so then now you mentioned subscribers. So it's not just for me who knows you exist and just going on your website, but you have a subscriber base too. What does that look like?
So you can go on, you can sign up, simple subscription just like anything else. And you're going to get email blasts, at least once a month with, a monthly newsletter. And that newsletter is going to, talk about something topical at the time. At December we talked about Krampus and, Christmas haunted houses. And that was another thing kind of like to help out the haunter a little bit was like, maybe you don't do a Christmas haunted house, but maybe someone in your area does. Go and patronize them. Go check it out. See this new thing.
Nice. Okay.
And so, along with that, we do some kind of maybe promotion of a vendor, if they have a sale or something of that nature, as well as, horror movies that are coming out that month. Things that are topical in the horror industry at that time. But also, with our paid for advertising, those vendors can say, any time of the year, whatever their email blasts are, they can say, you know what, I want to send something out because I got this awesome sale going on. And that email blast will be specifically for our subscribers, just for them.
Okay.
It'll be all about that vendor. But what's great is I can also push it out to our Facebook page. So even if you're not subscribed, our followers on Facebook can also see that.
Okay.
And so they can click on the link, see it, and then hopefully afterwards be like, oh, hey, this is cool. You know what? I want to get the newsletter automatically, and then they subscribe as well.
So how can people subscribe?
Same thing. Go to the website. There's actually a gigantic button at the bottom of the first page that says subscribe. It takes you to a separate link that automatically subscribes you into our email list. You'll get a welcome email and just wait for the next one to come out.
Okay, so what's your website again?
It's hauntpages.com.
Okay, and how do we find you on Facebook?
Search Haunt Pages.
Okay.
It's that simple.
Is there anything else that you want to plug as far as your haunt, what you do before we kind of sign off here?
Well, along with Haunt Pages, we run Haunted Hills Productions.
Okay.
We are a latex mask, costumes. We do props. We kind of do a little bit of everything. We're starting to get into silicone, but we're still working out that process. But we're hoping to have like silicone prosthetics in the near future.
Okay.
And then as well as that, we run Haunted Hills Hospital, which is in Northwest Indiana. It's in the Chicagoland area. We've actually been rated in the top 13 on hauntedhousechicago.com the last 3 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So, you know, we're doing all kinds of stuff. We're very, very busy with the haunt industry.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for taking time out of your day to come talk to us. This is an amazing resource for anybody in the haunt industry, whether it's masks or products or locations. This is awesome. It really does feel like you are the white and yellow pages of the haunted industry.
That's what we're trying to do.
Good. Well, thank you. We'll let you get back to your booth so you can keep talking about this amazing service, and we'll definitely make sure that we upload all of our Haunt Collective stuff onto your site too.
Totally.
Yeah. So stay tuned. We'll be going live maybe once or twice more today. But otherwise, this is the last day of the Halloween and Party Expo and Hauntcon in New Orleans, and stay tuned.